Y'all know that one gif from The Simpsons where he walks in, hangs his hat, picks his hat back up, and then walks back out? That's the summary of these people's career. Today's all about the people that are here for a good time, not a long time. The Journeyman Squad Builder, man. This was another suggestion. You guys are incredible with the suggestions. Keep them coming. Don't be afraid to drop in the comment section because you never know when I'm gonna use them. We are using Brian and the Miami Dolphins because, well, the quarterback is on the Dolphins. The criteria is as follows, man. For you to make this team, you had to have at least played on at least 4 teams in your career, man. 3 is not gonna cut it. I went through and I saw most of these guys played on like 5, 6, but the cutoff had to be 4. As already stated, the quarterback is Ryan Fitzmagic, the bearded one. At QB number 1 backup, we have Josh McCown. This man has played for like half the league. Running back, we have Dion Lewis. Now, just because they're journeymen doesn't mean that they're bad players. It just means that it's tough for them to, you know, stay on one team. Like, they're pretty much good, but they're not great because, you know, great players are not going to be on 4 teams in a career. Backup running back, we have Legarrette Blount. Another great example of you being a journeyman doesn't mean you're bad. Like, he won Super Bowls in 2 years in a row for 2 different teams, and he had a big part in both of those Super Bowls. Tied for the highest overall player on this entire team is Emmanuel Sanders. This is the prime example of, you know, just because you're a journeyman does not mean you're not good. He's pretty much close to being like in that tier 1 of wide receivers, but he's not quite there, which is why he keeps on switching teams and things like that. Same with Brandon Cooks, above average wide receiver that, you know, is just not elite. So, you know, that's why teams are not trying to pay that price tag, and, you know, they trying to ship him off when they get a chance to Golden Tate the third. In the slot, another guy who, you know, one of the best yak wide receivers in the NFL, but cannot seem to find a home. Danny Amendola, same thing, really good in the slot. And B. Marsh, second half of his career, you know, he's been a journeyman. It is what it is. Tight end, we have Jared Cook, 87 overall, and then behind him we have Jimmy Graham. It's crazy because when his career started, you would have never thought he would be a journeyman, but that's the way the cookie crumbles. The only place where we made an exception was the offensive line. They only had to play for at least 3 teams because it was pretty tough to find journeyman O-linemen. When you get shipped around that often, you're probably out the league. So yeah, that would have been really, really tough to find people that played on 4 teams. There's a couple guys here though. Left end, we have Michael Bennett. This guy is always, you know, productive. I don't know why he gets shipped out so much. It's probably them shoulder pads, to be honest with you. Right end, we have Ndamukong Tsunami Sue. His backup is gonna be Robert Quinn. D tackle, we have Dontari Poe and Shelby Harris. One of the most interesting journeymen on this team is Cameron Wake. People might not know that he briefly played for the Giants. That was his first team. And then he went and played for the BC Lions, a Canadian football team. Then shortly after that, he went to play for the Dolphins for about like 9 or 10 years. And now he's on the Titans. That makes 4 teams for the people counting at home. Behind him, we have John Bostic. MLB, we have the legend of Kiko Alonso. Do they still call him that? Right outside linebacker, we have another New Orleans Saint, Demario Davis. Cornerback, we have Justin Coleman, Aqib Chain Snatching Talib, Pierre Desir, Prince Amukamara, and Dominic Rogers Cromartie. Antoine Bethea, free safety, along with Kurt Coleman. Clinton Dix as strong safety along with Tashawn Gibson Sr. Kicker, we have Robbie Gould, and this one is probably the craziest one you're gonna see. Just take a look at this man's career trajectory. He's played on like every team.
That's nasty.
Somehow without a 90 overall, we still have an 83 overall team. That's not half bad. I'm hoping we can get up to like an 85 halfway through the year. At least we're not last. Tied for 3rd in the division. That's not terrible, okay? With 83 overall, we haven't improved at all. This game is ginormous. It's pretty much for 2nd place in the division so far. We have to beat the Jets. Sam Darnold and Le'Veon Bell. Look at him getting started early. It's gonna be tough to stop that man right there. It's gonna be really tough, man. 2 handoffs in a row. Nice tackle. Pinch buck on 3rd and 2. Damn it, I blitzed for no reason. And they almost got me, but I got Badea. A lot of these guys are just veterans. That's why they played on like 4, 5, 6, 7 teams. But some of them are young, which is kind of crazy how they've already played for 4 teams. Oh yeah, the spin move. Oh my goodness, that's all I needed to see, man. Who is this dude? He fast as hell for no reason. The spin move. All right, we're gonna start off with a run. Yes, sir. Following the blockers. Look at Dion Lewis. One of those guys that can just come in and produce no matter what, man. Play action. Oh yeah, triangle wide open. That's too easy. Golden Tate cooking so far. Okay, to come back. Dion. Oh my, he making Jamal Adams miss. If you're curious why we're only 2-5, look no further than the quarterback position. Fitzpatrick good for a game or 2. A whole season though, I don't know about that, Munchie. I don't know about that one. Triangle. Okay, there we go. What do you guys think is the most surprising name on this team? That's the question of the day. Like, who shouldn't be here? In my opinion, it's probably like Jimmy Graham. When his career started, he was on pace to be one of the best tight ends ever. And then, you know, things just slowed up. It is what it is. Ooh, that's a good swat. Another guy who's really surprising, maybe in Ndamukong Suh, but I understand his, you know, high price tag. Kind of a nuisance in the locker room / you know, off the field. You know, he's not the most easy player to work with. Okay, X, wide open. Come on, no! The low pass brought him out of the end zone, and we're gonna have to take the 3. On the contrary, who do you think should have been on the team or could have been on the team, but it wasn't? Like, who's a journeyman that, you know, I could have had here? There's a few names I'm thinking about, but didn't really feel like making a spot for him. But I'm curious, maybe there's an obvious one that I'm forgetting. You know, I'd love to see it. Anyways, 1st and 10. Okay, going underneath to Ryan Griffin. They're across midfield for the first time all game. Can they do anything with it, man? The handoff. Le'Veon with the cutback, but he's going nowhere. Not too worried about Darnold scrambling. But we do have QB contained just in case. He's going deep. One-on-one coverage. Go get it, but damn! You letting Quincy Enunwa moss you, bro. Get your old ass up off the ground. That boy Golden Tate has been giving us great field position with these returns. I'm going to try to find him, even though Adams is in that area. Let's see if we can get him open. Nope, X. Yes, sir. There's a bullet right there. We're across midfield. I'm hoping he can throw a bullet on this 2nd and 8. Tate might be open for a tutty. Oh, yeah, man-to-man coverage. One-on-one with a linebacker.
Oh, you almost had it.
I need some exceptional route running. Either Lewis or Sanders. One of y'all got to be wide the hell open on this 3rd down and 8. Or Jerry. Okay, we take it off of Fitz. We take it off of Fitzmagic. Oh, the Titan just flattened him. Fitzmagic getting the tutty. It wasn't even a block. They got their legs tangled up. That is crazy, man. That's how we end up taking the lead. Wow, he held on to that, huh? Since when has Rashad Perry been making catches like that, bro? Let me find out. This is crazy. I should have had him on the team. There it is. Oh, what do we have to do to get a turnover, people? Big hits left and right. Amazing coverage left and right. We're lurking too. Like, I think it's gonna happen eventually. I just gotta trust the process. Beacon of trust in the process, bro. I need basketball. I'm missing it so much. I know I'm not the only one. A lot of y'all, you know, if you like football, you probably like basketball too. Come here. Cameron said, wake up and smell the coffee. What are you talking about? 2nd and 19. That was corny, I know. It was really bad, actually. Boom! Jameson is not giving up this rock. So because of him being able to hold on to the football, they're going to tie this game up right before halftime. So this could be a blitz. I'm going to put Tate on a zig route. I love his route running in the yak. In man coverage, yes, sir. I knew he would be wide open. Tate just has a knack for getting open and getting yards after the catch. A lot of these players have talent. It's just certain teams they just didn't produce on. I don't know how to explain it. Like Tate on the Eagles was not Tate from the Lions. However, you can't always, you know, blame just the players. Sometimes it's the coaching staff that doesn't know how to use certain players or doesn't know how to coach. You know what I'm saying? Not saying any names, just saying it's possible. Okay, Dion trying to get the edge, hitting the spin move. No face mask. Looking for Sanders or Cooks or Tate. Go field Tate. I'm trying to use him. There it is. I'm going deep. Oh, not the best, most accurate pass. Not well. I don't know how he didn't intercept that. I hope Fitzpatrick, you know, is accurate on this 4th and 9. I'm putting a lot of faith in him. A lot of faith in him. Let's go. Yes, sir. Sanders with the 1st down. Oh, yeah. The route right there from Sanders getting the touchdown. Ball don't lie. There it is. There it is. Beautiful. Interception. No safety. No safety. Holy crap. That was scary.
Jesus Christ.
Another face mask. When will they learn? Jesus Christ! This is like the 4th face mask of the game.
Yes, sir.
Dion putting the icing on the cake. That should just about do it. How is it even possible for a division to be that bad? We finished 1 game back at 6 and 10. The Chiefs ended up winning the Super Bowl over the Cowboys. Pretty much Journeymen performed like, well, Journeymen. You know, they didn't have the best season ever. I want to say Dion didn't do that bad, but 3.4 yards per carry is not very good. Only 4 touchdowns. He had half as many fumbles as touchdowns, not the best season. Our receivers are probably the lone bright spot. Most notably are Sanders and Golden Tate. Cook didn't do half bad, but there's something about 666 does not feel right. DeMario, probably the best defensive player we had. Not even probably, it's easily him. Sue and Bennett, two guys that had double-digit tackles for a loss. I'm just gonna assume nobody won an award. Maybe Sue. Haha with 4 interceptions though. He might have won an award as well. What did I say? Number 3 best DB in the AFC. And then Robbie Gould was the 7th best kicker. But that's about it for the best journeyman in the NFL, man. Appreciate this idea once again. Hopefully you guys have a good rest of your day, man. I'm gonna be dropping another video later tonight. Turn on the notifications, subscribe if you're new, and yeah, like the video. I'll see you later.